Hello and welcome everybody to our second lesson today. Let's pick up where we left off at our previous lesson yesterday. Yesterday, we learned how to work with command line interfaces, particularly with command prompt. You know that there is one more command line interface in Windows. It's Windows PowerShell. And we learned that we also have graphic user interface GUI. Yes, and we built our first very simple website. For now, it consists of just 2 HTML pages, just 2, but in the future our website will get bigger and better until one day it will become a super website. We'll connect a database to it. It will be a dynamic website. We'll work with different frameworks, Django framework, Node, Node.js, and so on. So we have a very, very long way to go. But the final destination of our journey is, of course, becoming a real DevOps engineer. Why DevOps engineer? Because I think that this profession is has a lot of potential, because unfortunately, as I said at our previous lesson yesterday, AI is displacing a lot of specialists, and it seems to me that very soon, because AI is so good at writing code, programmers will not be necessary in this current number, because like a few years ago, it was very hard to say that, it was very hard to predict that programs, that AI would be so powerful and that it would write code so well, but it's happening. So therefore, the main goal of our long journey, yes, I think there will be maybe 200 lessons in the future, I hope so. But the main objective of our course is not to learn how to code. Of course, we will go over the main concepts, the basic, we'll acquire the basic understanding, knowledge of how to do everything. But the goal of our course, one more time, is not to become a programmer. Okay. Let's work. Let's start working. A combination of 2 keys, Windows plus R, and here we need to type CMD. CMD, it's command prompt. Let's go to our folder. Here it was IT Simpleton. Remember, I created a folder and I named it IT Simpleton. This is the name of my YouTube channel. So how do we see the contents of the page, of the folder, sorry. It's dir. So this is not this one, IT Simpleton. So this is my folder. How do we enter this folder? We type cd IT Simpleton, and I'm here. Here I have about HTML and home HTML. This is 2 HTML pages that we worked on at our previous lesson yesterday, and I created one more folder here. Let's delete this folder, but now let's go inside this folder, child. And I'm here. And now to see the path from the very root, from the G drive, we type cd. One more time. In the next lessons, we'll be working with Linux, not with Windows. But since a lot of people work on Windows machines, I thought that it would be a very good idea to first acquire good knowledge of how to do everything on Windows. But in a couple of weeks, we'll switch to we'll switch to Ubuntu. Linux is one of the distros of Linux. We'll be working with virtual machines. It's going to be very interesting, believe me, guys. It's going to be very interesting. So embark with me on this long journey. So, and now let's delete. Let's remove this folder. How can we do this? We can, right now we are here. So if I want to delete this folder, I need to go one step up. Now there, see? And now I can delete this folder. Remove dear child. But I don't want to do this. It will be deleted, but I don't want to do this. I want to do it like this. This time I will specify the full path. And to specify the full path, we do it like this. G:, IT, simpleton, and the name of the folder. Why CD? It's not CD. It's remove. Remove directory, right? Okay, now let's watch. See? It worked. It worked. Now if I type dir, no folder anymore. So what else can we do? What else can we do? Let's learn one more command called move. As you might have guessed, we can move from one location to another. So let's create a folder inside this folder. So let's specify the full path. Make a dir G IT simpleton. And what do we call this folder? Let it be inside. Let's check. It's here. If you don't believe me, let's check. Let's see it for ourselves in graphic user interface. Inside here. And this is our path. This is our path. So I can simply copy it, this path, and then, for example, if I want to go to here, I type cd, and I'm here. If I am, let's see, if I go one step back, then cd, and then I will Control V. And now I will go inside. See how it works? So this course is for absolute beginners. So right now you have a wonderful opportunity to learn everything with me, and in half a year time you'll become a wonderful specialist. But you have to bear with me, you have to do your homework. And I will be sending you homework to my viewers. The simpleton. And now, what did we want to do? We wanted to move. So now let's move about HTML. Now let's create another HTML file here and temporary something. How do we create files? Echo temp HTML. Temp because it's temporary. There, it's here. And now let's move temp HTML into inside. How can we do this? We type the command move. The destination of this file is G IT simpleton. By the way, casing here is not important. Let's check. Casing, it's capital letters. It doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase. So IP, IT simpleton, and the name of our file, it's temp HTML. So this is the destination. No, sorry, this is the source. and now space, and it will be our destination where we want to move our folder. And the destination will be G IT Simpleton, and the name of the folder, we need to specify the name of the folder inside. And one file is moved. We can now check. This time, let's do, how do we check? It's dir, and let's specify the full path. IT Simpleton, and inside. And now, by doing so, we will see what we have inside this folder. We have temp HTML. See, temp HTML, it has been moved. But I don't really need to. Now, how? Okay, let's go inside this folder, inside, and let's delete this file. We don't need it. Now, let's go back and delete this folder. One more time, to delete a file is del and the name of the file, and if we want to remove a folder, it's remove directory folder and inside. And as you can see, nothing here. Now let's continue working on our website. Let's continue working on our website. So here we have two folders, about HTML and home HTML. Let's create one more file, and this time the name of the file will be commands HTML, and here in this HTML file we'll be putting the new commands that we have learned. Echo commands HTML. See, it has been created. Now, what do we do next? We need to edit. How do we edit our HTML pages, files? It doesn't matter what extension these files might have. All programmers work with text editors. For simplicity and to show the structure so you can see for yourselves how everything is organized and is working, I decided to use a very basic tool, Notepad. Let's open Notepad and commands HTML. Now let's copy here this. At our previous lesson, we finished our lesson with links, how to navigate between HTML pages. So let's copy this, Control C, and let's put it here. If you didn't see the first lesson, it is mandatory that you see it. And Control V. And now here let's change the title of this page to commands, and here about us, instead of about us, it's commands. And this time let's add a paragraph. For example, a command that we learned today, move. Yeah, and what does it do? To move a folder from the source, just to move a folder That's all. And we need to close this tag. Control S. Never forget to save. Control S to save. And now we need to add one more link here. Commands HTML. Commands. Now here we have a problem. You know, when I was beginning to learn this, it was mind-boggling for me, because whenever we created a new page, HTML page, and we wanted to navigate between these pages, all the time we had to edit everything. You will see it. You will see. So now we added a new page, and now we have to do this in each HTML page. Control C, about HTML here, we put it here. And imagine if you have 10 such pages. It's a real problem, but we will solve this problem, and because we'll be working, as I said, with Django framework, Python Django framework, with Node.js, you will see how it's done. In the future, we won't be doing this, don't worry. And home. Control V, Control S to save. And now let's open this. Commands, we can do it with home HTML, doesn't matter. And now let's navigate between these pages. Commands, C, move to move a folder, about, home. What is P? What is P? P stands for paragraph. Let's do something. Let's create one more P. Remove dir, to remove a directory, folder. One more time. A closing tag always have a /. And let's one more command. What could it be? Echo and file name. To create a file. Let's see what we've got here. See? Our website is getting better and better and better. Very soon we'll be talking about databases. We'll be talking about forms, databases. Our study will get better and more interesting until one day you'll become super professionals. So that's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.